Welcome back to the channel, Performance Enthusiasts. Today we are diving deep into a major strategic shift coming from one of Japan's most legendary automakers that is set to redefine how we look at their entire lineup. If you have been following the automotive world, you know that Honda has a deeply rooted history in motorsport, a heritage built on high-revving engines and countless victories on circuits around the globe. For decades, the absolute pinnacle of Honda performance for the street has been wearing the iconic red Honda badge and the Type R moniker, a nameplate reserved only for the most uncompromising track-focused machines. Below that, we have seen various iterations like the SI, the Type S, and generic sport trims that have tried to bridge the gap between a daily commuter and a weekend warrior. However, a massive change is on the horizon, as Honda is officially moving to expand its legendary Honda Racing Corporation, or HRC, branding out of the paddocks of Formula One and MotoGP and onto the streets in the form of a dedicated performance trim level across a much wider range of their production vehicles. This is a monumental shift in branding strategy that finally leverages one of the most successful racing divisions in history directly to the consumer market, in a way we have really only seen competitors do until now. Hitherto, HRC was something you saw on the side of a champion's motorcycle or an F1 power unit, but now it is about to become something you can park in your driveway. This move is essentially Honda's answer to the massive success seen by rivals utilizing similar tiered performance strategies. Think of what BMW has done with M Sport, what Mercedes-Benz does with AMG-Line, what Hyundai has achieved with N-Line, and most recently what Toyota has successfully rolled out with their GR Sport expansion. The market has clearly shown that buyers want the association with motorsport pedigree and sporty aesthetics, even if they do not necessarily want or need the punishing suspension and high price tag of a full-blown Type R model. So what can we expect from this new HRC performance trim expansion? Well, based on industry analysis and the trajectory of similar programs, it is safe to assume that HRC-badged Hondas will occupy the crucial middle ground, sitting comfortably above the standard base models but below the hardcore Type R variants. This means we are likely looking at comprehensive aesthetic packages that include more aggressive front and rear fascias, side skirts, rear spoilers, and unique HRC-specific wheel designs shod in stickier rubber. Inside, the cabins will almost certainly feature sportier seating, perhaps with unique upholstery stitching, HRC badging on the steering wheel and dash, and potentially specific graphics in the digital instrument clusters to emphasize the sporting intent. But crucially, this is Honda we are talking about, so it is highly unlikely that HRC will be purely a cosmetic sticker package. We fully expect engineering involvement that goes beneath the skin to improve the actual driving dynamics of these vehicles. While massive horsepower bumps might still be reserved for Type R, we anticipate HRC models will feature retuned suspension systems with stiffer springs and revised dampers tuned by engineers with actual track experience, offering a flatter cornering attitude and sharper turn-in response without completely sacrificing daily ride comfort. Upgraded braking components, larger rotors, and better pads are also likely on the menu, along with revised steering calibration for more feedback. There is also the distinct possibility of mild powertrain enhancements, perhaps slightly more aggressive tuning for the turbocharged engines, or optimized shift mapping for the automatic transmissions and hybrid systems to make them feel more urgent and responsive. The most exciting aspect of this announcement is the sheer breadth of the potential HRC lineup, because this expansion is not just limited to the Civic. While a Civic HRC is almost a guarantee, slotting in perfectly where the old sport trims used to be, we are hearing strong indications that the HRC treatment will be applied to models like the Accord, turning the mid-size sedan into a genuine sports sleeper, and, crucially, to their highly popular SUVs. Imagine a CR-V HRC, or a Pilot HRC, carrying that motorsport DNA into the family hauler segment. It makes a lot of sense from a business perspective, as performance SUVs continue to gain market share. This strategy allows Honda to monetize their incredible racing success across their entire portfolio, injecting excitement into models that are typically seen as purely utilitarian. It is a brilliant move to democratize performance and allow more customers to buy into the Honda racing dream without needing to stretch for a halo car. It also streamlines their confusing nomenclature of Sport, SI, and Type S into a cohesive, globally recognized brand. As we move closer to the official unveiling of the first HRC-tagged road cars, the anticipation is palpable. Because this is more than just a new trim level, it is a statement that Honda is serious about injecting passion back into every corner of their showroom floor.